Now I'm going to do a day's worth of meals. I've got my 3 blender bottles, my heavy whipping cream, liquid coconut oil, my Keto Chow, measuring cup, and the scale. So let's go ahead and get started. To start off, you're going to, of course, zero your scale with the bottle on there, and then measure out the right amount of powder. Normal Keto Chow is 50 grams. So let me get that in here. Oh, too much. All right, there we go. Let's do it again. I'm just going to do 3 at a time. I can do 1 and it would be quicker, but well, I need to eat something today, so. A little bit too much. All right, and last one. For some reason, this particular blender bottle weighs 6 grams more than the other ones do. Don't know why. It's thicker or something. So I just have to re-tear it before I weigh stuff. Okay, perfect. All right. Got that ready to go. Now I'm going to do each one individually, and the reason for that is once this gets wet, the xanthan gum and the psyllium husk will start to absorb water and become sticky. If you leave it kind of wet for too long, it tends to develop a little bit of clumps. So I'm going to do one, and then do another, and then do another. So first off, I need 50 milliliters of the heavy whipping cream, and you can easily adjust the amount of calories that are in Keto Chow by raising or lowering that. If you need 3,000 calories in a day, you would just have more of the whipping cream. If you need less, you would have less. You could take out some of the oil, whichever way you want to do it. Powder's the same because you want to keep the vitamins and minerals and electrolytes specifically at the correct level. So I've got my 50 milliliters, stick that in there. To measure my liquid coconut oil, I'm using just a lotion pump that I popped the top off because the top started to leak. Took the nozzle off, took the top off, and it comes out just fine. The reason for that is there is no cleanup. I don't have to wash anything when I'm done with this. It just, in this case, I measured how many pumps I need to get the 15 milliliters, and it's 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Let's put some water in here. I'm going to fill it up about to the thread line. Well, bottom of the thread line, whatever. And one very important thing that I've learned through a really sad experience is to make sure your blender bottle is closed all the way. Because if it's not, it will get all over the place and all over you. And it's especially bad at work. And they call it soiling cleaning yourself at my work. Anyway, so that is mixed up pretty good. I'm going to put that over to the side and do the other ones. Then I'm going to come back and shake it a couple more times just to make sure everything is thoroughly mixed. The psyllium husk takes a little while to absorb water, and when it does, it actually thickens up the mixture above and beyond what the xanthan gum does. If you just mix it up really quick and then stick it in the fridge and leave it, you tend to get a little bit of, I don't know, junk at the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of the blender bottle that then you mix up, and it never really integrates. So you'll end up with a little bit of chunks, for lack of a better term, little bits of psyllium husk. And you don't want that. I mean, the whole point of, well, one of the points of Keto Chow is that it doesn't have grit, it doesn't have any of that other stuff. So you want a nice, smooth drink. Come on. Okay. And I'm just checking to make sure that all of the powder is off the bottom. So last one. 50 milliliters of cream. Pumps with the oil, the water. Now this one, I'm actually going to stick some ice in. There we go. Because, well, I'm going to drink it almost immediately. Putting ice in there will chill it down, chill it out a lot quicker. Tastes better when it's cold, and so mixing it with ice in there speeds that process up a lot. Okay, so that's all mixed up. I'm going to come back and reshape these. There was already starting to be a little bit of the xylem husk collecting on the bottom. So I want to make sure we stir that up. And there it is again here. And I'll just stick these into the refrigerator, let them sit for a while. This one right here should be ready, well, I don't know, in about 10 minutes or so. It's best to wait about an hour, but if you're really pressed for time, you can drink it quicker. You don't want to drink it immediately, just because it hasn't had a chance to actually thicken up properly. And the feel in your mouth won't be quite as smooth. Anyway, so that's how you mix up a day's worth of Keto Chow. Didn't take too long.